went to West to establish himself, and he pointed out that West was a pretty big, very great place to be dealt with, and he had to go. He had to keep hustling around. Means he had to hurry here and there. He had to live a life full of activity because he had to establish himself in an unknown area, part of the world. But I know Jimmy will meet me here if he is alive, for he always was the truest, staunchest old chap in the world. He will never forget. I came 1,000 miles to stand in this door tonight, and it's what if my old partner turns up. So he said what, that he knew that Jimmy, his best friend, would definitely come to meet him, and if he was in that part of the world, he would definitely come to meet him. He would never forget, because and Bob had traveled 1,000 miles to stand at the door that night, and it's worth if my old partner turns up. So, and it would be very much worthy, and it would be very much valuable if his old partner, Miss Jimmy, would come. The waiting man pulled out a handsome watch, the lids of it set with small diamonds. So the waiting man is the stranger who was standing there. He just took out a very beautiful watch, and the lids were all studded with diamonds, means decorated with diamonds. 3 minutes to 10, he announced. It was exactly 10 o'clock when he parted here at the restaurant door. So he said that still 3 minutes left to 10, and so it was exactly 10 o'clock that they parted here at that restaurant door. Did pretty well out west, didn't you? Asked the policeman. So the policeman then wanted to know from Jimmy if he had done pretty well in the west. You bet I hope Jimmy has done half as well. He was a kind of plodder. Though a good fellow as he was, I have to compete with some of the sharpest wits going to get my pie. A man gets in a groove in New York, it takes the West to put a razor edge on him. So when the policeman asked him if he had done pretty well in the West or not, and Jimmy said, he pointed out also one thing, yes, he had done very well, and Jimmy also had done half well. And Jimmy had also done half as well. He was a very hard-working man, and he was a very good fellow, but he had got the advantage of staying at New York. But in the West, he had to compete with many intelligent men, and he had to fight with many dangers to accumulate a large amount of money. And Jimmy got the advantage of staying at New York, but when he went to West, he had to face many dangers. Means it was a very tough situation, and very much hurdles he had to cross. The policeman twirled his club and took a step or two. Again, the policeman just turned his club on the short stick which he had in his hand and just moved a step or two. I will be on my way. Hope your friend comes around all right. Going to call time on his sharp. So he said, okay, I am going on my way. And means the policeman pointed out that he was going on his way, means he was on duty, so he was leaving that place as he had to guard the whole area. So he also said that, or wished him that his friend, means the stranger's friend, would come all right. And he also asked whether he would be standing till there sharp at 10. I should say not, said the other. I will give him half an hour at least. If Jimmy is alive on earth, he will be here by that time. So long, officer. So the other said what? That he would give him half an hour. At least he would give him half an hour, because Jimmy might be late. And if Jimmy would be alive and Jimmy would be staying at that part of earth, he would be definitely coming to meet him. Good night, sir, said the policeman, passing on his beat, trying the doors as he went. So the policeman wished him good night, and he went away, and he was on his regular route moving, and he was trying the doors as he went. There was now a fine cold drizzle falling, and the wind had risen from its uncertain puffs into a steady blow. So there was now what a fine cold rain was falling, and the wind had started flowing in a very steady manner, as it was irregularly blowing, but at that time the wind was blowing in a very steady manner. The few foot passengers in that quarter hurried dismally and silently along with coat collars turned high and pocketed hands. The few foot passengers means the few pedestrians who were there in that particular area. They hurried in a very disappointing manner, in a very silent manner, because they did not like the weather of that particular time, and they just kept their collars turned high, and they kept their hands in their pockets. And in the door of the hardware store, the man who had come 1,000 miles to fill an appointment, uncertain almost to absurdity, with the friend of his youth, smoked his cigar and waited. So the man who was standing just near in front of the hardware store and who had traveled 1,000 miles to meet his friend, he was so uncertain, he did not even know that it was absolutely silly to the silly idea to meet his friend. With the friend of his youth, smoked his cigar and waited. So it was quite impossible to meet the friend of his youth. He smoked his cigar and waited. About 20 minutes he waited, and then a tall man in a long overcoat with collar turned up to his ears hurried across from the opposite side of the street. He went directly to the waiting man. So about 20 minutes he would have waited, and then he could see a tall man in a very long overcoat and the collar turned up right here to his ears. He just hurried across to the other side of the street. He went directly to the waiting man, and then he said, "Is that you, Bob?" He asked doubtfully. So in a very doubtful manner, in a very suspicious way, he asked that, "Bob, if that person or the stranger was Bob, is that you, Jimmy Wells?" cried the man in the door. The man was very joyful because Jimmy Wells had arrived. He said, "Oh, you are Jimmy Wells. Bless my heart," exclaimed the new arrival, grasping both the other's hands with his own. So, bless my heart, that's called the new arrival, just grasped the both others' hands with his own. They kept their hands in their own, they shook their hands. "It's Bob, sure as fate. I was certain I would find you here if you were still in existence." Well. So the man said, "Like fate, you are here, Bob. And I was certain that I would definitely find you here." Means the man would definitely find Bob there if he was still alive. Well. They greeted each other. They expressed thanks for each other, and they were very happy to see each other. 20 years is a long time. The old gone Bob. So the man, means the new man who arrived, he also mentioned that 20 years was a long time and the old had gone away. I wish it had lasted. So he thought that it would have lasted. So we could have had another dinner here. So they could have another dinner there. "How has the West treated you, old man?" So how has the West treated him, the old man? "Bully, it has given me everything I asked for. You have changed lots, Jimmy. I never thought you were so tall, by 2 or 3 inches. So bully means it was an expression of satisfaction that the West had given him a lot. When the man asked him that how West had, the people of the West, or how he could survive in the West, the man said bully means he was sure, means good. Means he said that it was good, more or less. And whatever he had asked for, he had got in the West. And he also mentioned that Jimmy had changed a lot and he had grown to tall by 2 or 3 inches. "Oh, I grew a bit after I was 20. Now Jimmy pointed out that after he was 20, he had grown a little bit tall. "Doing well in New York, Jimmy?" Then he asked about Jimmy. "Moderately." Moderately means not good, not bad. Okay, medium position he was indeed. And he said that "I have a position in one of the city departments. Come on, Bob." So he was working in the administration. He also said, "Come on, Bob," and said, "We will go down to a place I know of and have a good long talk about old time." So he told Bob, he told Bob that they would go together and would have a good long talk about old times. The two men started up the street arm in arm. So the two men caught hold of their arms and they started in a very friendly manner, as after 20 years they had met each other. The man from the West, his egotism enlarged by success, was beginning to outline the story of his career. The other, submerged in his overcoat, listened with interest. So the two men were going, and the man from the West, or the stranger, whose name was Bob, he started explaining, or he started narrating the history of his career. And he was very proud, as he was very successful, and it seemed that he was portraying to the other man that he was very superior. The other, submerged in his overcoat, listened with interest. So the other who was there, who was just covering his face in his overcoat, listened with great interest. At the corner stood a dark drugstore, brilliant with electric lights. So at the corner there was a store which was selling medicines, and brilliant with electric lights means still electric lights were glowing there. When they came into its glare, each of them turned simultaneously to gaze upon the other's face. So when they came under the light, what did they do? Means at the same time, Bob and the other man looked at each other at the same time to see each other's face. The man from the west stopped suddenly and released him. So the man from the west who was there, means Bob, he just stopped suddenly and he just released his arm. You are not Jimmy Wells, he snapped. So he just, in a very angry manner, he just explained. He interpreted that that was not Jimmy Wells. 20 years is a long time, but not long enough to change a man's nose from a Roman to a pub. So he pointed out that 20 years was a quite long time, but that could not change the man's appearance. So the man's nose was Roman, means a very high bridge nose, very short nose was of Jimmy, but now it had changed to pug, means a very short nose with flattened ends. It sometimes changes a good man into a bad man, said the tall man. So the tall man who was there, he said that okay, 20 years is a long time, that could change a good man into a bad one. You have been under arrest for 10 minutes, Silky Bob. Chicago thinks you may have dropped over our way and where's us. She wants to have a chat with you. Going quietly, are you? That's sensible. So the man said that he was a policeman. He had arrested Bob, or whose name was Silky Bob. And Chicago, means the area, one area or one city of America, thought that he might have come at New York and sent a telegram that she wanted to have a chat with him. Means she wanted to get this man arrested. Going quietly, are you? That's sensible. Now, before we go on to the station, here's a note I was asked to hand you. So, before going to the police station, he just handed one note to the to Silky Bob. You may read it here at the window. It's from Patrolman Wells. So he said that. The policeman or the tall man told Bob to read the notes in front of the window, and it was from Patrolman Wells. Means it was from Patrolman Wells, means the policeman who was guarding the avenue had written the thing.